Rhodes, this is part of the reason why we want to talk to Jim Ferry, head coach of the Duquesne men's basketball team. They are stuck on the Pennsylvania Turnpike and have been, I believe, for at least the last 10 to 12 hours. Mr. Ferry, Coach Ferry, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
How are you holding up?
We're holding up. You know, it's as best we can, right? It's been about 13 hours now, so, you know, we got a good bunch of guys, and use it as team bonding. Actually, a bunch of our players just went over to the bus next to us, talked to a bunch of 8th graders, so we use it as some community service time as well.
I see that you tweeted something out with a picture of, I think, some of your men's basketball team with some of those other folks saying, "We're not in this alone." Duke's hanging out with middle schoolers from Iowa on the bus stuck next to us. Is that right?
Yeah, we just, you know, the woman came over and asked if we'd come over. They saw us on ESPN, so we sent a bunch of guys over there just to, you know, talk with those kids, calm them down, let them know everything's going to be okay. So
13 hours you've been sitting there. Are you fully equipped? Do you have food? Do you have water?
We did. You know what, our game was changed from Saturday. It was moved up to Friday at 2 o'clock, and we were able to monitor the storm. So we played at 2. We got on the road at 4:30. We had a bunch of food and drink for everybody. We stopped halfway, got more food, more drinks. We were about 80 miles away from campus on 9:15 last night. Just comes to a dead stop. You know, thought it was going to be a car accident or something, and then we'd have to wait a little bit and then move on. And we haven't moved an inch in 13 hours. So, you know, we're doing the best we can. We got a great group of guys here. Guys are goofing around, having fun last night, and, you know, getting some sleep where they could. We can't sleep too much on these buses, these big guys. So we're dealing with it. We've dealt with adversity before in our program. We have 2 cancer survivors on our team, our assistant coach, John Rhodes, and our point guard, Derek Coulter. So this group's been through a lot together, and we're going to get through this together, too.
Well, that's interesting. Obviously, your team is quite close there. What are you learning about each other that maybe you didn't know before after you're being forced to be stranded together for so long in such a tight space?
Well, you know what? We know a lot about each other already. I don't think this tight space was going to get us to know more. We took a trip to Ireland together. We went to 10 days over to Ireland as a team, spent a lot of time together. And like I said, we've dealt with a lot of adversity amongst our program with our 2 leaders getting sick, and one of our captains just tore his ACL. So we got a good group. It's a tight-knit bunch of guys. We got a great bunch of guys. So believe it or not, no one's complaining. Guys are having as much fun as they can.
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging out. You know, with these guys nowadays, as long as they have their phone and their chargers, they're all set. They're connected to the world. So
they're connected to the
world. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll be okay. And worst case scenario, we'll start using the snow for water if we run out of water. So we'll get through it.
And real quickly, have you heard from troopers or anybody there as to how long it might be before you might be up and running again?
Actually, we have not. You know, we haven't heard from anybody. We haven't seen anybody. So we really don't know what's going on. The chief of police at our university, Tom Hart, just called me. He's reached out to try to figure out what's going on. They said something about a mile up. They still have some more things to clear out before we can possibly get moving. So he's not too sure how much longer it's going to take. So,
well, head coach Jim Ferry,
just keep plugging.
Yeah, I know you will. Thank you for talking to us, and we are certainly wishing you the very best as everybody tries to get back home and get to where they belong.